I'd like to welcome everyone to MRA International's 8th Annual InterNetworking Event.
Thank you, all our sponsors, as you can see, and the exhibitors. Without these folks, we can't do this.
Today, AI is shaping every dimension of education. It personalized learning paths based on individual student data. It translates lectures in real time for multilingual classrooms.
Technology is transforming from just a tool that you use to being a collaborative partner. It's about shifting from this idea of basic input, like monkeys on a keyboard, to a machine that understands like you understand.
We all know what decision fatigue feels like. I feel like maybe now is the time where lots of folks are making decisions about the upcoming academic year. And so a big part of what it looks like to make a decision is for us to actually do some research and gathering information prior.
You can change the same lesson so many different ways. And at some point, every student is getting what they need. Even though I may be teaching 8 different things in a day, I know exactly what each one of my students needs and I can give them 100%. But AI lets us open it up to the whole classroom and to change it on a regular basis without losing your original lesson plan.
Really, I'm going to take some workload from the beginning and run it all the way through. These are the things that mostly what we're using those AI agents for.
You start talking about generational poverty, it is said that a high school career, a college career are the #1 factors in what would be closing that poverty gap.
When we pre-teach things, kids are not getting the foundational understanding. Part of the problem is when you already get into grade level content, it's almost like too late.
So that's why we have to think outside of the box.
Wow, what an incredible turnout of educators, district leaders, city and county officials, business partners, and industry leaders. Your presence here means everything. You're here because you care about students and workforce in our community.
We've got to change our mindset, and more importantly, we've got to get our students in a mindset where they are actively aware of what is possible.
Cybersecurity is a whole institution responsibility. It isn't just one department. You have to have everybody on board in order to properly mitigate against these kinds of attacks.
When the school valedictorian gives a speech, and in her speech, she speaks about not feeling safe, I think that's the time for us all to pause, right? And that we need to make some changes.
Our physical security system now is AI is all in it. You know, I can select you and that badge you have on and that tag on your shirt and run it through our system, and it will show me everywhere you've been in my district, and it turn it into a full video. That's the AI portion of it. And myself again, you know, with our security cameras.
I didn't want to be about startups and venture creation. I wanted to be about getting our students to think like entrepreneurs. Nearly 2/3 of the top AI companies in the US were either founded or co-founded by immigrants.
I read data privacy agreements. This is what we were doing. I'm not a lawyer though. It's very scary to go through and read them and try to find all the things and decide, is this FERPA compliant? It lands on somebody who is not a lawyer and probably doesn't really want to do that because it's very difficult to read every agreement. They're all different. I know I have read about 200 something that my district has approved. So what do you get by joining NJAEL? So you get a 14-state data privacy agreement that's compliant with FERPA, PPRA, and COPA.
Obviously, any individual that's inside a school district has to deal with some sort of form at some level. We wanted to eliminate the lost forms and the finger pointing. It's more about just getting people to fill out the forms, get them notified when the form is approved, and the entire process of those forms. So it's all inside the system. It's fairly simple to use.
In COVID, there was a need. I had to pivot into a digital age.
Lifelong learning is important to me as an educator. I spend out of my probably 12-hour workday on a computer, I would say probably about 8 hours is spent in Excel, doing everything from running reports to spreadsheets to pivot tables, you name it, Excel has the power to do it.
At this point, I want to say thank you for showing up. Let's teach our kids to go for the American dream. It's real. I am the American dream. I started from whatever I did, from a farm in Italy. I'm here today. Look around. So, have fun.